Welcome back to a brand new video. This is a great one. As I said last week, this is the drill that I've been using a lot. Now, if you're getting too wristy in your putting stroke, you're going to want to try this. We've got Jordan Massey back on the channel. We're down here at the Mere Golf Academy. Let's get to it. So Jordan, what is this drill?
So the idea behind this drill is to reduce excessive wrist movement in the putting stroke. I think most people are aware that they don't want to be too wristy when they're making the putting stroke, but not everyone is aware of how to fix that if that is an issue for them. A lot of people will talk about players that they've seen who do use their wrists in the stroke a little bit. There's been lots of examples of that over the years of some of the best putters we've ever seen. You know, Brad Faxon being one. There's definitely a little bit of wrist movement in his stroke. Probably one of the best putters we've ever seen. So there is no right or wrong with you know how much of anything we should do in golf really, but if you're struggling with excessive wrist movement, you'll likely find that you struggle controlling speed because the wrists cause us to generate excessive amounts of speed as well if we're moving them too much. So this drill's a really good way of you just managing that and being able to basically get your wrists and forearms and upper arms basically working together with your body to try and get good connection. So all you're going to need for this is an alignment stick in your putter.
How long is that alignment stick? 'Cause I know these are questions that...
So you've got to try and find one that's the right size for you. It's dependent obviously on your height, but you want something that you can comfortably fit between your sternum and that centre line of your putter. So this one here, for me, I know that's why I brought this one. It's ideal for this for most people. It fits comfortably on there and it's not pressing into me too much to the point where it's hurting.
So where have you got that?
Right into my sternum, yeah. So the idea of this now, so I'm going to do my grip, which is left below right for me. What we're looking for is to keep the relationship between the stick and the putter the same throughout the stroke. If we're excessively moving our wrist, you'll see that there's a lot of separation. The stick and the putter shaft aren't staying together. Now, we've had people talk about this before. Someone mentioned it on a video that you put out the other week where someone said, if you're moving your wrist too much, this isn't really going to help you, or something along those lines, where actually, you'll see when I putt, I do have a slight forward press. So you'll see when I move from here, when I go to make my stroke, I move the putter forward slightly. So that gap has got bigger, but during my stroke now, all I'm looking for is to keep that gap the same. So try and keep it consistent. If I can do that, like I've done there, I know I'm keeping my arms and my body working together. If I start to move my wrists, I can immediately see a difference. And I can also feel, as I use my wrists going through, that stick actually presses into my sternum. So it feels quite uncomfortable. So the feedback with this is instant and it's very, very simple, and you can do it anywhere. You can even do this at home. You don't have to be on the putting green. Yeah, I'll have a putt with it, show you how it'll work. So
in simple terms, the relationship you start with at the start, whether you have a little bit of forward press, but as soon as you take that putter away, we're trying to keep this
everything
the same.
Together, yeah. And actually something you might find a lot of people mention to me when they come for lessons is that they feel sometimes like the putter almost wobbles when they take it away. This is a good way of helping you sort of move everything away together. A good simple feeling I like to talk to people about is trying to imagine that the first thing that moves is actually the putter head. If the hands go first, which you see a lot of people do, that's when we tend to see things start to get a little bit wobbly and out of sync. So I'll have a putt at that from here, see if I can knock this one in.
Lovely.
Okay.
Because I know when I did this putter drill was because I was getting sort of almost moving my hands up and away from me, and I felt that stick really digging into my sternum.
You were pushing sort of this way, and then you'll feel it. Yeah, you'll feel that press in. So it's again, as soon as you do it, if you're doing this drill, which you have been, not only do you know when you're doing it right, you know when you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
And it's important though that you find out what is your own right and wrong, so you know what you're looking at. But once you've got that information, this is a great drill. It's a little bit too pacey there.
Just looks all in sync, and I think that's what we want to get people to get out of this video, isn't it?
100%. Yeah, it's just trying to get everything connected, arms and the body working together. We don't want to see too much sort of independence in the arms and the arms controlling everything on their own. Like that immediately there, it just felt very smooth, felt controlled. The second one I could feel a little bit of a hit on the way through, so potentially was a little bit of separation there, a little bit of movement in my wrist, but I can get the feedback from that, and then I corrected it on the last one.
Right, I'm gonna have a go at 2 putts. Let's see how I get on.
Good putt. A little bit pacey.
So a big thing for me when I use this is I literally feel like my arms and my body have got like a synced up relationship rather than this feeling of pressing and moving away. And actually, bizarrely, it actually feels as though the putter head is overtaking my hands a little bit.
Yeah.
Even though in reality, it's not.
Just a big difference in comparison to what you felt before, yeah.
Yeah, and they're just feelings that I've got from the work that I've done down here with Jordan at the Mayor Golf Academy. Guys, like, I've seen a massive improvement with my putting. I can only recommend him down here. Like, it's been great for me. So I'll leave a link down below. Be sure to check him out, and thanks so much for watching.